Every night, at exactly 11:45 p.m., Arham saw the same thing from his apartment window. A girl, standing on the rooftop of the building across the street. She would just stand there, staring up at the sky, as if she were waiting for someone who was never going to show up. She never moved. She never cried, never even smiled. She was just as still, silent, and looked completely broken. Arham didn't know her name, or her story, but the sadness in her eyes screamed louder than any words ever could. One night, the weather was terrible. It was pouring rain, with loud thunder and strong winds whipping through the city. Yet, when he looked out, she was there again, standing barefoot, completely soaked and shivering in the cold. Arham couldn't just sit and watch anymore. He grabbed an umbrella, bolted out of his apartment, and ran across the street. He raced up the stairs to the opposite building's rooftop, his heart pounding. When he got there, she was still standing in the same spot. He took a deep breath, his voice barely a whisper against the storm, and finally asked her, "Why do you come here every single night?" The girl didn't turn around. She didn't even flinch. She just whispered, her voice almost lost in the sound of the rain, "Because this is the only place where he said he would return." A chill ran down Arham's spine. "Who?" he asked softly. Taking a step closer, she finally turned to look at him. Her eyes were red and swollen, her face was pale, and her voice broke as she spoke. "My brother. He told me he'd come back right after his last shift. That was 2 years ago." Her voice faded away, and the rain mixed with the tears now streaming down her face. In that instant, Arham understood everything. She wasn't just waiting for a person to come back. She was holding on to a tiny piece of hope that simply refused to die. And sometimes, that's the most painful thing in the world, a hope that keeps you alive, but at the same time, kills you slowly, every single day.